Good morning, Yellow Class. Welcome to today's English lesson. So the first thing I would like you to do today is to write down the date and the skill. You don't need to answer your starter yet. Just write down today's date, which is Tuesday, the 19th of January 2021, and today's skill, which is gather information about an astronaut, at the top of your page in your catch-up book. Pause the video, off you go. Okay, so your starter today then is to write down as many sentence openers as you can think of on your whiteboard if you're at school, or if you are at home, you can write them into your catch-up book underneath today's date and skill. So I want you to challenge yourselves and time yourselves if you can. So you give yourself about 2 minutes to write down as many as you can. So before you pause the video or before you start your time, just think to yourself, remember, what is a sentence opener? What might I need to be writing down here? What is the purpose of a sentence opener? And that will help give you some ideas. Okay, pause the video, off you go. Okie dokie, well done. So here are some examples of some sentence openers that you could have used. You can pause the video and have a read through them, and you could choose your 3 favourites that are on this list that you haven't already written down and add them to your list. So you can pause the video now and you can do that. Okay, so as you know, this week in English, you are going to be writing a biography all about the astronaut Tim Peake and the main events in his life. So today, we are going to be finding out information about Tim's life from his early life as a child right through his trip to the International Space Station. So here we've got some pictures of Tim Peake in his spacesuit. And we've got a picture of the International Space Station as well, and that's planet Earth underneath that you can see. It's really cool. So biographies, as you know, can have subheadings, and the purpose of a subheading is to tell the reader what each section of the biography is going to be about. So the facts that we find today and the facts that you use in your biography need to be in chronological order. Sorry, not the facts we find today, just the facts you use in a biography. So that also means that the subheadings need to be in chronological order. So I'd like you to have a little think. What sort of subheadings will we need to use in our biography today? So you can pause the video and have a chat with your adult or with your partner if you're in school. Or you can just have a little think if you're working on your own today. What sort of subheadings will we need to use for our biography about Tim Peake? Off you go. Okay, so I said we should talk about early life, education. So obviously early life is him as a child. Education is his time in school. His personal life, so if he's got any children or if he's married, we'd go into personal life. His career, so we know that career means job. So what he's done as his job, and obviously his time as an astronaut, and then his major achievements. So this is achievements outside of these subheadings. So these are really super major achievements that he has accomplished in his life. Okay. So underneath this video on the Churchill website, there is a PDF, which is a fact file full of information about Tim Peake. So your task today is to read through the information, and if you can, if you have access to a printer, it would be great if you can print out today's resources. And if you can print it out, then you're going to highlight any facts that you think are important with a coloured pen or pencil. Now, a little top tip, a little hint, I think that most of the facts that we are going to read in your fact file today are quite important. Obviously, it's up to you, it's going to be your biography, but I would suggest maybe using more of them than less of them in today's challenge activity. If you cannot print out the PDF, I know not everyone's got access to a printer at home, then you can write down the key information in your book and then use your colour pencil to highlight which subheading it would go underneath. So there's an example on the next slide. There will be a quiz at the very end of this video after you've completed your task. So make sure you read all of the facts really carefully, and as our plenary, we'll have a little quiz to see what you can remember. Okay, so here is the example. So your challenge is to organise the facts into the different subheadings using the different colours. So if, for example, you read the first fact, so make sure you have a go at reading through the fact on your own before you ask an adult to help you read it. And then you're going to think to yourself, would this fact go into early life, education, personal life, career, or achievements? Excuse me, I've been holding that in. And then you can use that colour pencil, so green, yellow, red, pink, or blue, to highlight which subheading you think it might go under. So for example, if this first one you thought, I know that's definitely going to be early life, you can see that early life in this key is green, so you can either underline it with a green pencil or draw a line through it so it's highlighted. As I said before, if you don't have access to a printer, you can copy down these facts, then read through them and use the colours to highlight your facts into the correct subheadings. If, as with maths, if it's taking too long to copy them all down into your book if you don't have a printer, or likewise if it's taking you a long time to read through them, make sure that the children have a go at doing it on their own first, but then if they need your help just to sort of speed things along, that's okay, as long as they've had a go first. I know there are a lot of facts there for you to be writing down if you don't have access to a printer. Likewise, it's a lot to read for some children, so as long as they have a go on their own, it's fine if you need to support them later on in the lesson. I don't want you to worry if it's taking too long, if they're doing it totally independently. Please don't worry, that's fine for you to step in and help them out. That's not a problem. So the aim of the game today is purely to organise the facts into the different subheadings. So when it comes to planning and writing our biography, they're already in the correct categories. They're already organised. Okay, so your steps to success today. You must gather information about the astronaut Tim Peake. You should sort the information into groups using the colours. You could choose your favourite fact for each category and have a think. You might have a think about how Tim Peake would be feeling at each point. So you can pause the video and go to your fact file and you can have a go at that challenge now. As I said, there is a quiz at the end when you're done. We've got a few questions to see how well you remember all of the facts. So you can have a go at that when you're ready. So pause the video and then we'll have a go at the quiz. Okay, so for our plenary then, the promised quiz, let's have a go at these quiz questions. So, Tim Peake was born in Chichester. Is that true or false? What do you think? Tim was the 9th person to visit the International Space Station. Is that true or false? What do you think? And thirdly, Tim spent 5 years training for his mission. Is that true or false? And finally, Tim had to run on a treadmill on the International Space Station to keep healthy. So have another think. You can pause the video and think to yourself or talk to talk partner. Are all of these facts true? Are all of the facts false? Or are some true and some false? What do you think? So the first one, Tim Peake was born in Chichester. That is true. The second one was false. He was actually the 8th person to visit the International Space Station, not the 9th. 8th British person, that should say, sorry. False was the next one as well. He spent 6 years training. And finally, it is true. He did have to run on a treadmill whilst he was on the International Space Station to keep himself healthy. Okay, well done today, guys. I'm sure you did a fantastic job. I can't wait to see your work. Have a lovely day and I'll speak to you later. Bye.